Hello, it is day 25. We are going to do a 30-20-10 set today, but we're going to be breaking the session down into little segments. So we're going to go 3 exercises at our 30-20-10 and then move on to the next. So each little segment should go pretty fast. I have a 20 and a set of 12s. But if you want to have a lot more available and handy and go heavier for your lighter rep sets, so your 10s, and then heavier or lighter for those 30s, feel free. We're going to start on our back. Hug your knees into the chest. Take a couple deep breaths. Perfect. Arms come out into a T. Bring your legs into a tabletop. Push your low back into the ground. Hold here just a split second. Really focus on pushing that low back in, scooping the belly. And then I want you to extend your right leg out straight, kind of still pointing toward the sky, flexing through that core, still pushing low back into the ground. Then bring it back in. Low back pushes into the ground, flex deep, and then extend the left leg. Flex, flex, flex. Tuck it in, and then pull back. All right, hug those knees into the chest again. Extend your right leg long, and then extend your left leg long. Take your arms way up overhead. Take a deep inhale here. You should have that low back arch. We're not trying to push the low back onto the ground right now. But as soon as we tuck our chin, bring our arms up, now we want to push our low back into the ground once you kind of start that curl, and then reach over those legs. Shake the legs out, so left and right. Give them some life. Shake them out, wake them up. And then stop, hinge over those legs again. And then roll all the way back down. Push that low back into the ground here. All right, bring your legs in. Gear up for a little glute bridge set. Drive your hips up. Set them down and up. Flex through that core. Flex through the glutes. 4. On the next one, just hold. 5. Inhale, bring your arms back behind you, and then exhale, bring them down by your hips. Go 5 here. 4. Drive through those heels. Pull the heels back toward your shoulders. 3. Light up those glutes. 2. And 1. All right, drop your hips. Rock and roll your way up to seated. We're actually going to put our feet together in a butterfly stretch. Kind of somewhere that feels like you can hold that your back up nice and high. If you need, you can put your hands behind you to help. If you don't need your hands, just lift your arms. If you do, bring one out. So we're just going to twist across. So sit up out of those hips, twist across. 3, 2, and 1. And then go goalpost. Sit still through those hips. 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, let's come up to standing. Hug those knees into the chest a couple times. Okay, so what we're going to do are 30 jump squats, 30 heel presses, and 30 skull crushers. That's where I'm going to use my 120. Is with my skull crushers. I'm excited to work some triceps. If, of course, you don't want to jump, just hit quick squats with me while I do my jump squats. I gotta get my jumping hair put together. All right, here we go, my friends. 30 jump squats. Squat it down. 3, 10. Knees like the toes. 18. 19. and 30. Whew. Okay, lying down on the ground. Legs come straight. Flex those feet. Push straight up. 3, 4. Trying to find that low portion of the core. "24. Try to press straight up. 30. Okay, skull crushers. If skull crushers bother your elbows, there's more than just one of you. You can do a tricep press or come up to standing and go into kickbacks or tricep dips. Anything that's going to get your triceps, which is the underneath side of your upper arm. That's what we're going for. Drive your hips up into a glute bridge. And then the weight comes right to your hairline. Here's 3. Unless you have super long upper arms, but you want those elbows to set right on top of the shoulders. And as the weight comes down, should not move. That upper arm stays still. Don't rush it. We're just at 10. The neck stays relaxed. I kind of like to envision squeezing a block or a ball between my elbows to help keep my elbows in. Because trust me, they like to flare. You're probably noticing. 19, 20, 10 to go. Keep that neck relaxed. Focus on pressing through those triceps. Take your brain to what you want to be working. We have 3 to go. $30. Beautiful. Okay. Coming up. 20. Get that heart rate up. Those legs to burn a little. 17, 19, 20. All right, get to lie on our backs. Back into those heel presses. Neck relaxed on the ground. If you like to lift your head, you can. Sometimes I put my arms up. Sometimes I put them down. Wherever you can dial in to that low belly. It's a tough one to kind of get into, so focus, focus. 14, 15, 19, 20. All right, hitting up those skull crushers. Drive your hips into a glute bridge. Wrap through those thighs. Feel the core engage. 1, 2. Can you keep the pace the same on your drop and your press? 5. 10. Remember watching those elbows. Check in with your neck. Make sure it's staying relaxed. To keep your neck relaxed, you either go down and wait a little, which is always fine, or really check in, make sure that those shoulder blades are still retracting, pulling together behind, your shoulder head's rolling back. 18, 19, 20. All right. 10s. Oh, such a fun number. Here we go. Set it in. Get that line up. 8, 9, 10. I can tell if I'm keeping my height. My brain goes out of the out of the screen. Okay. Oh, heel press first. Lock in here. I can already feel heat. Train yourself to feel that flexion first. 2, 3, 9, 10. Triceps. Still got some left. Just 10. 2. Space between ears and shoulders. 4. Squeeze those elbows in tight. 6. 8. 9. 10. All right. Flip over. Drop into your child's pose. Bring your right arm forward, your left arm behind. Stretch across that right shoulder and tricep. Other way. Left arm forward, right arm behind. And then we get our new set. Gate swings, concentrated crunch, and an upright row. So, upright row is what I'm going to be using my 12s for. 30 sounds like a lot right now, but I think we can get it. Okay, gate swing, narrow feet to wide. If you don't jump, try to stay in a squat and just extend your legs out right and left. All right, here we go. 1, 2. If you can get those knees wide and then squeeze those inner thighs to get you to the top, you'll be feeling those inner thighs tomorrow, which is always a fun place to build strength. 10 to go. 9, 8. 1. Whew, okay. Concentrated crunches. Concentrated because we're concentrating. Concentrating on that flexion and contraction. They're not fast and they're not huge range of motion. Set that low back in just like we did at the very beginning. Tuck your chin, rest head and hands, exhale, lift. Inhale, lower, don't relax. 2. These are some of my favorite core exercises to really focus on setting that core in. 4. So if you don't crunch, I'm going to have you pelvic tuck. 5. So you inhale, let your low back come off. Exhale. 6. Tuck it in deep. These are actually awesome. 7. So with your tuck, if you're doing a pelvic tuck, or you can keep doing the concentrated crunches, you need to keep your butt relaxed. So a lot of us, in order to get that low back to push into the ground and to flex into those transverse muscles, we flex our butt like we're getting ready to go into a glute bridge. And for here, if you're doing those pelvic tucks, you've got to keep your glutes relaxed to force the core to do the work. Flex in deep. And you're resisting gravity. If you're already done, you're going too fast. See that all the time with these. This is not a quick set. 23. Suck it in, pull it tight. Scoop, scoop, scoop. The chin stays tucked. Belly stays strong. That low back has to stay in contact with the ground. 7. 8. 29. 30. Whew. All right. See if you can come up without using your hands. Always something good to check in with. All right, upright rows. Chest is tall. Think really proud thoughts. Shoulders back and down. Elbows open wide. Be in control of that drop. The upper body needs to stay super still. Tailbone tucks under. 7. 8. Feel the elbows pull away from you as you lift. 'Here's halfway. Feel that pinch between the shoulder blades. That's your support. But feel that mid delt. So right in the middle of the top of your shoulder. 10 left. 21. As you fatigue, you may not get as high. I'm not already. That's okay. Feel the shoulders and don't try to get your hands too high. It's all about the elbows. Focus on the elbows. 26. 27. 28. 29. Belly strong. Tuck that tailbone. 30. All right. Gate swings for 20. Wide. Here's 10. 18. 19. 20. All right, on the floor. Whether you're doing pelvic tucks or crunches. Here we go. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Or exhale, contract. Inhale as you let that low back off the ground. Focusing on your pelvic tucks. If you're doing the crunches, you tuck the pelvis and hold it. You're not letting it go back and forth. Glutes stay relaxed. No squeezing the cheeks. Hold that core. 7. These are heating up a lot faster this time. That's good. Super focus on that core. 15. 16. Hands are there to rest the head into. 18. 19. 20. Whew. Bring it up. Upright rows. Tall, proud chest. Shoulders back and down. And then row. 3. Feel like your elbows are opening out away from you, away from the shoulders. 7. 8. Get that chest nice and tall. 10 to go. 6. 5. 3. Keep that tall chest. 2. And 1. Okay. At our 10s, here we go. Jump wide, narrow wide. 3, 4, 5. Get nice and low. Make sure those knees stay out with the toes. 9, 10. And our crunches. Set it in. Make sure the glutes are relaxed. And tuck. 2, 3. Think about grabbing deep from the inside. We're not focused on the exterior, the topical. Building strength from inside. That makes a bigger difference on the exterior. 8, 9, 10. All right. Upright rows. Shoulders up, back and down. Belly firm. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pull with those elbows. It's like you have strings on the outside of that elbow. Pulling up. 8, 9, 10. Okay. Our last round is going to be a little bit of a doozy, I think. We're going to go tuck jumps. And if you don't do tuck jumps, then you're going to do high knees or a high knee march. Tuck jump, pulling knees up in front. Whew. All right. Then a Ticktock plank. If you don't do a Ticktock plank, I'm going to have you do a dead bug on your back, opposite arm and leg. Here, I'll show you just in case. Push low back in. You're going to extend, come together, extend, come together. Just like with those concentrated crunches, you're focused on keeping that low back in the ground and contraction. And then we're going to go back taps right here from your thighs to reach behind. All right. Tuck jumps to start. Knees come up in front. You don't have to get super duper high range. I mean, that's what you're going for. But depending on where you're at, you get it where you're at. Okay, ready, set, and go. In. 20. 30. Whew. I will not lie, I thought in my head, nobody knows we're going to do tuck jumps yet. I could just choose something else. I'm glad we did them. Okay, Ticktock planks. Shoulders up over those elbows. 2, 3. Yes, we're going 60 total. Tuck that tailbone. Pull side to side. 11. Enjoy the work. It's all about getting it done. It's in the practice, the effort, day by day. Don't worry about what comes next. Be here. Seven. 30. Good work. Okay. Back taps. Let your arms kind of hang. Drop your chest forward. And go. Try to eliminate any momentum and swing. Feel your back and triceps. Feeling my back from yesterday. Focus on what you're using. Roll those shoulders back and down. One at a time. You got it. 23. Hold on to it. And 30. Whew. All right. 20 tuck jumps. Or your alternate. All right. Whew. All right, we got it. Ready, set, and go. 15. 20. Whew. All right. Ticktock Planks. Heart rate right where it needs to be. Finding that uncomfortable. Forcing myself to need to take breaks. That's where we want to be. All right. Set up that plank. Get your hover and then side to side. 1, 2, 3. Focus on what you're using. Remember, don't start rushing it. 10. Tuck that tailbone. Hover in. 18. 19. 20. Then our back taps. Shoulders back and down. Belly strong. Pull that core strong. 3, focus on triceps and back. Of course, that core supporting the low back. Halfway. 16. 20. All right. 10 tuck jumps. 10 TikToks. 10 back taps. Ready, set. Here we go. Yes. 10 is great. Ticktock planks. If you need to just hold a plank, go for it, but keep working. Get what you can, then make it better. Dig in deep. Connect mentally. 6, 7, and 10. All right. Back taps. Here we go. 5, 6, where's that chest? Lift it up. 8, 9, and 10. High five. Way to go. All right. Let's face the ground. Go ahead and bring your right leg forward really far. Sink in to that hip flexor, back thigh. Let those hips kind of shift left and right a little. Should do more of those tuck jumps. They're good. That's how I used to feel about squat or jump squats. Hinge back, toes up. Drop that right hip. Reach your chest forward. Heart rate's still coming down. We've talked about it before, at least in other sessions. Okay, pull that leg across. You can use your left arm to kind of help pull it over. Walk your hands forward and get into that pigeon. But how quickly your heart rate drops after peaking it is a very good indicator of heart health. So checking in here and there to figure that out is great. Kind of the next 2 minutes after you hit that peak heart rate, you track again on the minute for the next 2, 3, 4 minutes and see how quickly it drops. If you're not quite sure, all right, we're going to go ahead and switch it up. Pull that leg back, and then left leg comes forward. Let those hips kind of hinge around, swing back and forth, sway around until you find that perfect position you like, the stretch you feel. It's easy to find great information. Nothing's too quirky online as far as how quickly your heart rate drops or heart rate variability, heart rate training. So you can kind of look it up there to see if based on your high intensity heart rate, how quickly it drops, if you're in that healthy sphere or if you're going to be visiting your doctor soon, they should know, or you can email me. Email me, text me, reach out. Happy to help you put together hinge back. Even more of a heart rate training platform or regimen. Pull the chest toward the toe. I'm much more into intervals as opposed to marathon type heart rate. So spiking it and then letting it drop, it's actually a lot healthier for your heart as well. Pull your toe back and across, and then walk your hands forward. You may need to walk your knee back on the back side, and then drop down over the leg. The further away your heel is from your hip on the front, then the more intense your stretch is. So depending on how flexible or inflexible you are, tight, you'll bring that knee in and keep it there. Okay, bring that leg back, however works. Maybe bringing the back knee in. And then we're going to go back into a child's pose. Slide your hips back onto your heels. Put your hands into a prayer position in front of you. Thumbs are going to be up, palms together, and your pinkies on the ground. Put your forehead on the ground and then bring your thumbs behind your neck and push into those elbows. Perhaps even walking them away from your knees a little more. Driving in, driving that chest in. All right, and then we're going to come up and hit our forward fold and color a wrap. Walk those hands back towards your feet. Sit on your heels a second. Sit on the balls of your feet and then find your center and reach over. If you're not touching the ground yet, no worries. Just keep working there. Let the weight of your arms kind of pull you forward. Grab your core. Come on up. Great work. Great week. We got a lot done. I'll see you next time.